How do we do production when we all know that there's limited time, limited resources, and particularly limited budgets? I mean, it's a challenge, but the good news is if we think smartly, we can go about production in the right way. We can do some really great and effective work. I'm just going to cover some of those things that we can do. First of all, let's look at what we've got. We've all done stuff in the past. I'm sure you've got old commercials, old B-roll, old social footage, visuals. Let's go back and look into that archive and see what you've got that can be repurposed. There are other things we can do as well. We've got to play the cards that we've been dealt with. Let's just make the most of things and use the tools that we have at disposal. We all have phones with cameras on. I saw the other day that somebody who works for Honda shot a whole commercial on their iPhone from home for Honda. We have computers with cameras, editing equipment. We have this thing here. We have the Zoom. I mean, that's a brand new medium that we can tap into. In fact, Domino's used Zoom to create their very own commercial. This is a B2B spot with franchisee holders advertising to bring more people into the stores. Again, at this time, people aren't really looking for high production values. They're looking to see that you're making an effort, that you're out there in the marketplace, and we can be forgiven for that a bit. So we're really getting a nice connection with the people here in store. I've also read that some agencies and production companies now are sending out kits to actors with a camera and a script, and they're actually directing them via Zoom. So it's becoming a very useful tool for all of us, not just to have meetings with. And of course, we've got, before this came about, we were using stock imagery and stock photography and stock video to great effect. I mean, the commercial that you saw for Dove was a fantastic example of them using some existing photography taken by journalists, putting that together into a movie and creating something very, very powerful. It was simple. It was cost effective and quick to do. So, and it really connected with people. So let's just go back and look to see what we can do. And of course, if we can't find that imagery in our own archives, or we can't find that in stock, we've got all our fans and consumers out there generating a whole load of stuff for us. If you think about Apple, I mean, they were running the shot on an iPhone campaign for years now, and now they've tapped in again and asked the consumers to help them make a new commercial, which is all about how Apple helps them with their creativity. Of course, there are other ways we can use animation. Now, of course, some animated commercials take as long, if not longer, than a normal commercial to make. So let's not go down the Disney Pixar route, but if we keep nice, basic, simple animation, we can again have opportunity to do some really fun stuff. Of course, not everything we're going to do is going to be video. There's got to be static images as well that we can use online, in print, or even in direct mail. We can do some very, very simple things graphically. I mean, Spotify did something really nice with their logo here. Illustration can be very powerful. You can actually use this nice dual image to promote washing your hands. And again, there's always been room for a great, nice, powerful, witty headline. Private Eye magazine stayed on brand and said, even if you don't like the magazine, there's 48 free sheets of toilet paper with this issue. So again, it stood out, got people talking and noticed. So as you can see, there's a lot of different things we can do to get our message out there if we think smartly and go about production in the right way. But remember, at the core of all that, we have to have that big idea.
This video is from our webinar series. So if you want to check out more from our webinars and more insights of how we apply psychology to marketing, then go on over to intermarkgroup.com/webinar. Thanks for checking this out.